here again. I'm going to show you one little feature that I've added. Hopefully it's going to make it a lot easier to do some parts lookups. Definitely people who don't have access to products, they will now at least be able to see how much stuff is. This is kind of a first step for our retail counter point of sale system. So it's kind of a little bit limited in its functionality. I'm going to be expanding on it greatly, but this is kind of a first generation, get it out, kind of killing the problems with looking up parts right away, make it really quick to create a counter sale, and you still have to go to the ugly ERP page to do some manipulating of that and receive payment and everything. Those features are going to come just at a slightly later date. I got a few other things that I need to get out before I can do the cool things like that. So I'll just jump right into this. This is my staging sandbox environment, so everything isn't completely the same as far as prices and the available products and whatnot, as you guys may be used to seeing in our production. But it's a pretty good representation. So anyway, let's go here. You're going to see a new tab called POS, Point of Sales. I can't stress that enough. That is what POS stands for, Point of Sales. Nothing else. I'll just leave it at that. So we'll just click on that. And anyone who's been introduced to the partner community will notice this is pretty familiar. This is what we built for a parts ordering tool for our partner community. It turned out very well, so we're bringing it to you. You have a search up here that will search part numbers, description, and all that, like part name. You can filter by some of these families here, and you can even filter by boat models. So what we'll want to do is just enter a product here, hat, and you'll see quickly comes up with everything that matches hat. And if we're just searching for parts, that's all we really need to do. You know, if a customer comes in and says, how much is this hat, then there it is right there. And we can just go away from it if we need. But if we actually want to create an ERP, we will add it to our cart, and you'll see it's over here. Quantity we can adjust right here. And right now, there's no ability to modify this price yet. Not at this page. It'll have to be done directly at the ERP. I'll show you that right shortly. We have the Create ERP button has now showed up because we have something in our cart. Remove it. It's gone. We can add a couple things to the cart, and because see if there's a shirt. Oh, sure, why not? We'll add that too. So we got some things in the cart. Now we're going to create our ERP. Of course, we need an account for our ERP. So we can start searching. I'll look for me. If something comes up that an account we already had in Salesforce, or a lead, we can just select it. It will show the information here, and we can click Use This Account. As soon as we click Use This Account, an ERP will be created. But for this little bit of demo, we're going to say there's some other account. So we're going to create a new one. Enter phone number, mobile number if there is one. This brings you to this new feature too that was created for our partner community. If you haven't seen it, it's quite cool. We'll, instead of having to fill in the street address, city, postal code, all that jazz, we can just search in here and see how I only got that far, and that's my address. So this is actually using Google's Google Maps, Google Location Services to determine addresses. So we can click on that, and you can see everything gets populated. That keeps data completely uniform, and it's just a whole lot simpler. So that all looks good. We'll click create the account, and that's what it's going to do. And right over to a nice retail counter sale ERP with our everything that was in the cart is there. This is where I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the ERP. We could change the unit price if we needed to. Invoice, is created automatically. All of that stuff. So that's step one. Step two is eventually you'll never end up on this page. Yeah, the invoice will be there. You'll be able to accept payments and everything right from the POS page, and you'll never have to see this ugly page at all. So hope this works for you. Any questions, as always, hit me up. All the usual channels, Dialpad, email, wherever. I tend to kind of just be everywhere. So hope this works for y'all. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you later.